Yoga teacher training costs anywhere from $11 to $9,000. And often when you're looking at a program website, you're not even sure what you'll actually walk away knowing. I'm going to fix that right now. I'm Sage Rountree. I've been training yoga teachers for more than 15 years, and I've seen what sticks and what leaves people completely lost 6 months after graduation. Today, I'm giving you the 5 things I would evaluate if I were choosing a training from scratch, the same criteria I built my own program around. If you are already feeling the pull toward teaching, I have a free mini course called Find Your Teaching Voice. Link is in the description. It will help you figure out whether teaching is your path before you even invest a single dollar. Okay, 5 things. Number 1, who is actually teaching you, and are they still teaching real students? This matters more than the brochure, more than the website photos. A great training is led by someone who is still in the room with students every week, not someone who stopped teaching public classes years ago and now only teaches other teachers. You want a mentor whose hands are still in the clay. Ask the program director, when was the last time you taught a regular group class? If the answer is vague, that tells you something. Number 2, what is the methodology, and is it recipes or is it cooking? A lot of trainings hand you sequences. Here's your power yoga flow, here's your gentle class, here's your restorative template. And look, that gets you through your first week of teaching. But what happens when a student walks in with a double knee replacement and you don't have a template for that? The training I'd choose is the one that teaches you how to cook, how to understand the principles behind sequencing, so you can build a class for any room, any body, any day. Recipes run out, principles don't. Number 3, how will you actually practice teaching? This is the one most people don't think to ask, and it's the one that matters the most for what happens after graduation. Reading about teaching yoga is not the same as teaching yoga. You need mentored practice teaching, a space where you stand in front of real people, deliver a real class, and get honest, supportive feedback. Not once, but repeatedly. Ask, how many times will I practice teach during this training? Who gives me feedback? Is it just my peers, or is there a mentor in the room? The answers will tell you everything about whether you will leave ready or still guessing. Number 4, what happens after you graduate? Here's the part almost nobody talks about. Every professional yoga teacher I know has dealt with imposter syndrome. You graduate, and suddenly the list of things you don't know feels infinitely longer than the list of things you do. That is normal. The question is whether your training leaves you alone with that feeling or gives you somewhere to go. Look for post-graduation mentorship, a community of fellow graduates, continued access to your teachers. The training doesn't end when you get your certificate. It ends when you feel like you actually know what you're doing, and that takes time and it takes support. Number 5, will I fit in? This is the quiet question, the one underneath all the others. You might be thinking you're too old or too stiff or too new to yoga or too something. I hear this constantly, and I want to be direct with you. Your life experience is not a disqualifier. It is your curriculum. The poker player who understands odds and reading a room, the nurse who already knows anatomy from the inside, the person who came to yoga after an injury and understands what it feels like to be the most limited body in class. Those aren't obstacles to becoming a great teacher. They are exactly what will make you one. You are allowed to take up space in a training, even if you don't look like the person on the brochure or the website. Now, let's talk money, because this is where it can get really confusing. You can find a yoga teacher training for $11 on Udemy. You can also find one for $9,000 at an immersive retreat center. And then there's everything in between. Here's the honest version. At the low end, you're getting video content with no mentorship, no practice teaching, and no community. That's information, not training. At the very high end, you're often paying for the location and the experience as much as the education. The sweet spot, and I'm biased, but I'm biased because I have watched what actually works over 15 years, is a program that gives you a real methodology, mentored practice teaching, and post-graduation support. That typically runs somewhere between $2,000 and $5,000. And here's the honest card I wish more trainings would play. Teaching yoga is a phenomenal side hustle. It can genuinely change your life, But for most people, it is not a reliable full-time income without serious business acumen on top of it. A single weekly class, if you're lucky, pays $40 to $75. 2 classes a week would earn back your mid-range training investment in under a year. That's real, just go in with your eyes open. 3 red flags: a program that can't clearly explain its teaching methodology, a program with no mentored practice teaching built in, and a program that promises you'll be ready to teach anywhere the day you graduate. Y'all, nobody is ready to teach anywhere the day they graduate. 3 green flags: a lead teacher who is still actively teaching students, a program that includes post-graduation mentorship or community, and a program that's honest with you about what teaching yoga actually looks like as a career. Now, I am curious, where are you in the process right now? Are you still in the research phase, figuring out what's out there? Or have you narrowed it down and are you comparing specific programs? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and I am happy to help you think it through. If this video helped you get clearer, I would love to have you in my free mini course, Find Your Teaching Voice. It's a short series that walks you through the foundations of what makes a great yoga teacher, and it will help you figure out whether teaching is genuinely your path. The link is right below in the description. Next, you'll want to watch my breakdown of what yoga teacher training actually costs, the full range from budget to premium, and what you get at each level. I'll link it right here. And if you're not subscribed yet, come on in. I'll see you there.